Fun fact about teachers: how their day went is directly correlated with the condition of their desk. So, if you look at my desk, just ask me how my day went today. I dare you. Last time we talked about what to do if you have a defiant kid who says no to everything, or what it feels like everything you say, or when they get in trouble. Today we're going to talk about what to do with an extremely emotional child, either one who gets very angry and has a tough time expressing that anger, or someone who gets really sad and has a tough time overcoming their sadness. Now, to draw a distinction, every first grader, it seems like, cries. So this is not necessarily just because they're crying. I'm talking about a student who's kind of unable to move on from intense sadness or intense anger, and you ask them why they're upset and they just are like this, and they haven't been taught how to express themselves. I would definitely recommend first utilizing a cool-off space or a timeout area. I talked all about how to use a timeout area in my last video, which is how to handle a defiant student. So if you're not familiar with how to do that, then I would recommend going back and watching that video. However, if you've tried giving them a chance to cool off, giving them a chance to calm down, and they still are having a tough time expressing or understanding why they were feeling such strong emotions and they're still kind of unable to move on from that, then I recommend this technique, which is my feeling chart. And I cannot take credit for this at all. My mentor and the person I student taught with, Misty Adams, she made this. She's very wise, people, so if you ever meet Misty Adams, she's thebomb.com. Well, anyway, she made this for one of her students and she passed it on to me, and I love it. It says, "Today I feel." And so if I have a student who's feeling strong emotions, either they're angry or they're sad, I can usually tell what emotions they are, but it's very helpful for them to be able to identify it and say it out loud. So they come over to the quiet area, and out of this baggie, they pull out all these cute little emotions right here. We've got worried, happy, excited, proud, but more oftenly used we have angry right here, and we've got sad right here. And so the first step is to help them identify what emotions they're feeling. Generally, they'll say, "I'm angry." I'm like, okay. So they take the little angry guy and they put it on the chart. "Today I feel angry." So now that they've identified what emotion they're feeling, I ask them, "I feel angry because," and after they've been able to identify what emotion they're feeling, which is angry, they can typically say, "I feel angry because my neighbor was bothering me," or "they were picking on me," or sometimes things like, "I feel angry because my mom and I got into a fight this morning." Things like that happen all the time. Now, another part of this that I use sometimes is I have a list of reasons why you might have a consequence. So sometimes they get angry because I got in trouble. I said, "Well, why did you get in trouble?" Helping them understand, I feel angry because of this, but it has a consequence at the same time. It's very helpful for students like this. So I have a big list of things that or could be a reason why they got in trouble, like I wouldn't stay in my seat, I wasn't nice to my friends, things like that. So I spread these all out and I said, well, if you're so angry why you got in trouble, or you're sad because you got in trouble, tell me why you got in trouble. And I spread them out. And they generally can pick it up and say, well, I got in trouble because I wouldn't stay in my seat. That helps them bridge the connection between the consequence and the action by identifying their emotion, explaining why they're feeling that emotion, and usually they'll be upset because they're in trouble. And then by being able to identify why did they get in trouble, why is there a consequence, they can generally make the connections enough in their brain for them to be able to calm down, that with a cool down space. I hope you liked the feeling chart idea. If you have any other suggestions or any other ideas, we're a community of learning. All of us teachers are in this together, so comment below. Next week, we will be talking about what to do with that student who is hyperactive, who has hyperactivity, whether they're diagnosed with ADHD or they are just a student with lots of energy. Sometimes that happens. What to do when you have a student bouncing off the walls. We're going to talk about that next time. See you then.